Hello, hello. This is Stacey Rivera with Strong, Healthy, and Happy. 3 lives in 3 days. I don't know what's happening. I just was thinking, reflecting to myself while I was praying, and I was like, you know what? One of the main questions that I get is, how is this different? So, if you don't know by now, I walk with adults through the process of breaking free from anxiety and depression, and I love it. And so, but as people investigate what I do and they watch the master class and they're like, okay, I need some freedom here. Oftentimes they'll ask me, how is this different? Like, I've done a lot to manage my life. I've done a lot to manage anxiety and depression. How are you going to be able to help me in any different way? And I completely understand that, right? Especially because with so many options out there for dealing with anxiety and depression, you don't want to waste your time, right? So I do understand the question. And so I want to answer that quickly. So, one of the things that is very different about how I can help you if you are dealing with anxiety, depression, or bipolar disorder is that I'm not talking about managing. I'm not talking about managing. So, one of the things that's very interesting is because I use these two words so much, my Facebook feed is filled with ads. Some of them my very own. Okay. But I have like all the remedies, all the things that will help with anxiety and depression. And what stands out to me the most, like even just looking at the ads, again, my own ad and the others, is that I'm not talking about managing this thing. You already know how to manage anxiety and depression. But what you need to know is how to heal completely. How can you get free of this thing completely? That's what I help the clients with. That's what I help my clients with. And so they are at a point where they're managing, they're doing the breathing, all the other techniques that you've heard. Okay. They go to therapy, they have meds. Some of them have meds, some of them don't. But they know the basic structure, they know the basic things to do to keep anxiety and depression in check enough for them to work, enough for them to be able to raise their kids, enough for them to be able to go to church or to even serve in ministry. This is where the clients are when they come to meet me. They've already done all the traditional stuff to manage the thing, but now they recognize that their life is lacking. Their life isn't where they want to be. They want more and they want freedom. And they recognize that the anxiety, the depression, the bipolar disorder is in the way of what they want to do most, which is really, honestly, at the end of the day, the bottom of the conversation is always that they want to please God, that they want to be able to fulfill their potential and do the things that they were called to do. And the only way they can do that is to get free of the anxiety and depression and, again, bipolar disorder. And so that's what I help my clients with. So it's very, very different. I walk them through the exact steps needed to break free completely, as in complete healing. When you are completely healed, you no longer need meds and your life looks completely different. You wake up in the morning joyful, happy, excited about your day, confident that you can fulfill the things that you need to fulfill, whether that's raising your kids or going to work or stepping out in ministry, whatever that looks like. And so, again, that's what I help my clients do. What I want to answer the other part of this of how this is different. So that's the first thing that's different. Don't waste your time on management. Let's look at overcoming completely. The second thing is that in order to heal completely, and I cover this all in the masterclass, okay? But in case you haven't watched the masterclass, I'll let you know. So what's also different is that I'm going to walk you through the process of healing physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And that is very different. So a lot of folks will even have therapists that they work on the emotional health, and maybe you have an amazing counselor who is faith filled. And so you guys talk about scripture and you talk about your relationship with God. Still, that's only two pieces. And so you're missing out the third. Unfortunately, therapists are not schooled in a way that they even know about the physical side. Now, there's a lot of science coming on the play, and maybe you have one of those therapists that's like, yeah, I know that lifestyle changes make a difference because now the science is supporting that. But still, they don't have time to walk you through the process. And they're not experts in this area to be able to tell you what's right and what's wrong. And here is where I see people go wrong all the time. The clients that come to me, they've learned a little bit of information from self-help books or from Googling it or whatever. And so they follow different protocols to try to improve physically. But a lot of times they're going the wrong direction. They're doing things that are actually sabotaging their health without even knowing it. And so that's what I help people weed through is be like, hey, stop, don't do that anymore because that's making it worse. And I help them course correct so they know exactly what they need to do to heal physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And I've talked long enough, but to be very clear, that physical health is so important because you've got to be able to heal the brain chemistry. And if you don't heal the brain chemistry, you keep going round and around this mountain for the rest of your life. So, all of that, I'm trying to be as brief as possible to show you exactly what is different about how, yes, I can help you. So, if you are looking to break free from anxiety, depression, and bipolar disorder, the first thing that you need to do is watch the masterclass. The second thing that you need to do is book a call with our team so that we can talk about your situation and help you make a strategy that is tailored to your life so that you can break free from this thing completely. And again, what I mean about breaking free, to be very clear, as I'm talking about complete healing. Complete healing. That's what I can help you do. And so if that's something you're interested in, then again, first step is going to be the masterclass, stacyrivera.com/freedom. I will be sure to put the link below. Have a great day.